Hey, this is Dr. Mariza Snyder, the host of the Essentially You podcast. And today I want to talk about how to boost testosterone so that you've got enough to feel great. Now, two common things that a lot of women don't know is one, most of us have low testosterone levels, definitely not the adequate amount that we need to feel amazing. And number two, it actually happens a lot earlier than you would think. So around our 20s is when we have the most robust amount of testosterone, like peaking at like 25. And then it precipitously starts to decline into our late 20s, 30s, 40s, and beyond. By the time we're in our 40s, we have 50% less than we had at 25 years old. So you may notice less energy, less tone, less vitality, maybe metabolism is a little bit more sluggish, mood, maybe confidence has waned, motivation may have waned. Those are just some of the common symptoms that I see all the time when women are struggling with low testosterone levels. Now, what I want to share with you are some natural ways to boost it because right now in our current day society, present day, we don't have a viable solution to boosting testosterone for women because for some reason there's a knowledge gap in the medical system that says it's not something that we should just be concerned with. But time and time again, we just see lower than adequate testosterone levels in women in their 30s, 40s, in the reproductive times, right? Which is super, super critical. So the first thing I'm going to recommend is going to be exercise. No surprise, exercise and weightlifting is going to boost testosterone levels. If you can operate at weightlifting 2 to 3 times a week, definitely some heavy weights for about 30 minutes every session, you are going to help to boost those testosterone levels. It's a great starting place. And again, you know your body better than anyone else. So kind of figure out that sweet spot for you. Number two is making sure that you're getting adequate amounts of protein intake. In my experience, time and time again, women are not getting enough protein, especially as we age. What I recommend is 0.75 grams to 1 gram to every pound of lean body mass. And you got to just figure out what that is for you. But I find the sweet spot for women is 85 grams to 100 grams every single day of clean protein. Next, we want to focus on hormone loving foods. Some recommendations here is lots of green leafy vegetables. There are tons of vitamins and minerals that are going to boost progesterone levels. Fatty fish like salmon a couple times a week, making sure that you're eating almonds and pumpkin seeds. These are great sources of vitamins and minerals for boosting testosterone. And another fan favorite is going to be eggs. If you can tolerate them, eggs are a great source of protein and a great source of nutrients for boosting testosterone and potentially boosting progesterone as well. Next, be thinking about cooking at home versus ordering in. Food being ordered is definitely lending to endocrine disruption and lower testosterone levels. And then when it comes to foods that we kind of need to put to the wayside, the big offenders for lowering testosterone is going to be alcohol, coffee, I know, going to be takeout food. It's going to be also sugar, pastries, gluten, dairy, the big hormone offenders, no surprise there. But I think the big takeaway, especially coming out of the pandemic, is that we need to be cooking at home some more, opposed to doing a lot of takeout. Speaking of takeout, one of the biggest reasons why is that there's a lot of takeout that's being delivered in BPA types of boxes and packaging. So we need to be able to lower our BPA. And we can do that by removing any single-use plastics or really consuming anything in plastic ever if you can avoid it. BPA has a profound impact on lowering testosterone levels. The other things that I think are no-brainers, hard to work on, but we know are going to move the needle, making sure you're lowering your stress, helping to ensure that cortisol levels are happy, boosting your sex drive by having more sex is going to also boost testosterone levels. And then supplementation. Vitamin D has been shown to boost testosterone levels, magnesium, vitamin C. I mean, the ones that are moving the needle for all of our hormones are going to also help to move the needle for testosterone as well. And so those are my recommendations. Now, the biggest needle movers that I just mentioned, protein, weightlifting, hormone loving foods, right? And reducing those toxins, those xenoestrogens, those BPA toxins. Those are going to be the biggest needle movers. Now, if you would like more breakdown on how it all works in the body, I do have a full episode, that breaks it all down. It's episode 347 on the Essentially You podcast. I have all the details there and a free guide to go check out for some yummy hormone loving foods, all waiting for you on the podcast.